If you've been feeling a bit isolated lately, like you're surrounded by people but completely on your own, I want you to know something. You are definitely not the only one. Right now, we are living through a quiet crisis. Study after study shows that men are lonelier today than almost any other time in modern history. In fact, a recent survey found that roughly 15% of men report having zero close friends. 30 years ago, that number was only 3%. So what happened? Did men suddenly forget how to connect? Not quite. The truth is, the modern world has subtly rewired how we live, work, and relate to each other, and men are paying a unique price for it. Today, let's talk about why men are so lonely, and more importantly, how we actually fix it. The first big reason is logistical. We've lost what sociologists call the third place. Your first place is home, your second place is work, the third place is everywhere else. The bowling leagues, the local diner, the community centers, the pubs, the churches. These were physical spaces where you didn't need an invitation. You just showed up, ran into the same people week after week, and friendships formed organically. Today, we shop online, we work from home, and our entertainment is streamed directly to our couches. We've traded the friction of real-world interactions for the convenience of algorithms. But when you eliminate the places where men naturally gather, you eliminate the casual friendships that keep loneliness at bay. The second reason comes down to how men historically build bonds. Generally speaking, psychologists note that women tend to bond face-to-face through direct emotional conversation. Men, on the other hand, traditionally bond side-by-side. What does side-by-side mean? It means doing a task together. Fixing a car, playing a sport, working on a project, or playing video games. The connection happens as a byproduct of a shared activity. But as our lives have become more isolated and digitized, those side-by-side activities have dwindled. When a man is told today to just talk about his feelings, it can feel unnatural because the shared foundation isn't there. Without the activity, the connection feels forced. This brings us to a heavy truth about modern romance and masculinity. Because many men struggle to maintain a tight circle of male friends, they often rely entirely on their romantic partner for emotional support. It's a phenomenon where a man's girlfriend or wife becomes his only therapist, his only confidant, and his only source of vulnerability. That is an immense amount of pressure to put on one person. And if that relationship ends, a man doesn't just lose a partner, his entire emotional support system vanishes overnight. We've been conditioned to think that emotional vulnerability with other guys is weak or weird, so we bottle it up until we have nowhere left to put it. Look, identifying the problem is only half the battle. How do we actually change the narrative? It starts with rejecting the idea that loneliness is a personal failure. It's not. It's a cultural byproduct. To fight it, we have to be intentional. Find your side-by-side. Join a local run club, a jiu-jitsu gym, a board game meetup, or a volunteering group. Find an activity first, the friends will follow. Normalize the reach out. Send a text to an old friend. Don't wait for an excuse, just say, "Hey man, been a minute? Let's grab a coffee or a beer next week." It feels awkward for 5 seconds, but the payoff is worth it. Build the crew. Stop looking for one perfect best friend and start building a community. We weren't meant to carry the weight of life entirely on our own shoulders. It's time to bring back the community, one awkward text and one shared hobby at a time. Thanks for watching, listening. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend you haven't talked to in a while. See you next time.